Let's go reread this real fast. I don't get it. I have no idea what this has to do with anything. Let's skip. I suggested to school. Maybe I shouldn't bother Fang so early in the morning. Maybe I'm sure she's just resting. If I come right now, I'll only disturb her for no good reason. I pick up a bag and head outside. The morning air is chilly as usual. I'll be honest, I am also missing the original, I am also very much missing the original soundtrack for this game. I love the original soundtrack for Snoot Game. It's so cute! How warm is it in Europa? Ugh, whatever. The temperature's been unnaturally low for the last month or so. People are getting visibly frustrated. Everyone planned to ditch their jackets last month, but Mother Nature with the plans. Didn't I read this already? No. Personally, I don't mind. I don't have a lot of wardrobe options in the first place. As I walk down the street, the upcoming school day comes to my mind. No one's planning anything special, so I guess I'll have to keep a low profile and see how Trish and Reed are doing. There's a good few Anon Isekai picks that have promise. Are they, though? I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of in like a spot where I want something cheap and easy that I can just crank out and feel better about myself. I'm overthinking stuff, right? We'll dry my tears and the world falls apart. We'll put it in the... There's a place you can post that stuff, and I'll add it to the fanfic list when we get around to that. And if anyone has the fucking cheek to post my fics, pretending they're good enough for reading, you're fired. You can hand in your badge and your gun. I haven't been practicing recently, and now Fang might be out of commission as well. What a shame. I ponder Firm Drama's future and my own existence. A gentle breeze blows past me, as if welcoming me to have a stroll. Since early, I might as well take the scenic route to school instead of the usual one. Will be good for my health. As I went down the sidewalk, the morning crowd attracted my attention. Suddenly, I was in a Japanese street. How weird. How weird. Humans and dino alike rush through the streets, hurrying to catch the bus or go somewhere or whatever. Most shops are still closed, but some are unpacking the goods already. Kids with accessories badge. I already read this. So this is a cold sky scare. I think it's just a different section. This feels new. Oh no, this. We'll go with this. Even early in the morning, it seems that Volcaldera is as awake as it's ever gonna be. When I reach the crossing, I spot a familiar hot dog stand. Give me that fat hot dog! The smell of Frank's wafts through the air, and a yellow dino is scrambling behind the counter. Trace is already working in full force, but she's not alone. A certain green stegosaurus is chatting with her. It's Stella. A girl with her head high up in the clouds. You have to wonder how she can stand up without tipping over. I don't mind Tracy, but Stella's overbearing company might be a bit too much for me this so early in the morning. No, it's not like she deserves to be avoided outright. We could just bum rush the bad end. We'll do that later. We're gonna do Stella, Naomi, bad end, and then we do what the Moon Princess end. I guess? Oh, no, I want to say hi! Whoops. Stella's not a bad girl. Let's just go say hi. As I approach them, Tracy's the first to spot me. Well, if it isn't Anna, what brings you here so early? Oh, hi, Anna-kun. So nice to see you here. Stella waves at me energetically. Trying to ignore your usual quirks, I smile and wave back normally. Concerned to say the same to you, Tracy. Why are you working up so early? Why are you wearing a skirt that short in weather this cold? You've no idea how many people have a craving for hot dogs before work. Just Stella right here. She pointed at Stella, who was already consuming hers surprisingly fast. Oh, you know each other? Yeah. I actually live nearby, so I always visit Tracy on the way to school. She's been my most steady source of income for a while now. Both girls chuckle at each other. Can I get you something? Sure, why not? I'm not hungry, but standing empty-handed would look pretty dumb. Vegan or mate? I don't have vegan options. Of course I do. Can't survive in this business otherwise. In case you forgot, unlike you skinnies, they're not obligates, right? Like, they can eat the other stuff and be fine. There are very few species that legitimately cannot process the other kind. Alright? It's not even like they eat it to survive. It's when you eat a herbivore, their stomach is full of fucking grass. Right? And with herbivores, it's like opportunity, I think. It's like opportunistic feeding. In case you forgot, unlike you skinnies, most rhinos are either carnivores or herbivores. And even if their cell would account for both. I feel dumb for asking this question. Sometimes I forget I'm not in the human neighborhood anymore. I'm hurting myself, for matter of fact. I'll go with meat, thank you. One meat dog coming up. Anon X Naomi, though. How are they resolving these character traits? God damn it. I've been looking for some new fix, because like I'm kind of read out on the ones that I had. Even with my slow gait, it's like they fall off before they continue. I say, not aware of the fact that I'm contributing to the fucking problem. But I'm streaming right now. I can't finish anything. That's your problem. You jerks, I'm going to eat a potato chip loudly to annoy you. I'll stop the recording so those people don't have any issue with it. And so the stream people have been punished for their sins. Yea, said the Lord. Watching Tracy do a thing is like watching a performance. She juggles condiment bottles, quite literally, like she's been doing this since birth. Dry my tears in Spanish. Well, I can't read Spanish yet. I'm trying to learn, but it's slow going. Mostly because, you know, it's not like I'm taking an actual fucking, like a real course, so. So how's a herbivore? You physically unable to eat meat? Not really, but I can barely stomach it. It always gives me a nasty bellyache. Same for me. In grade school, a certain terminal tried to prank me by feeding me a dino nugget, and I ended up in a medical room. That sounds like a pain. I'm glad we skinnies are omnivores. I can eat whatever I want. Oh, really? Well, I could try eating grass there. We'll see how you like it, Mr. Omnivore. That's just mean. I can do it, though. It's kind of bitter, but edible. I mean, it's like grass, like, ugh. It's probably disgusting, because it's like all full of soot. Man, that does mean something. Makes for a fun party trick. Same here. Aren't you supposed to be a chef, Tracy? I thought your palate was more refined. I make hot dogs. I'm a street vendor. I don't want me in with those pansies hiding in their kitchens afraid of the real world. Sounds like it struck a nerve. Did you work in a restaurant before? As a matter of fact, I did 5 years ago. They fired me after I decided to spice up their stew recipe. And how did you spice it up? I had some frog legs. What? I never took Tracy for the French cuisine enthusiast. For your information, they're quite nutritious. You're a herbivore and you're adding frog legs. What the hell? But that asshole of a sous chef didn't appreciate it and threw me out for hygienic issues. Meanwhile, his fat ass couldn't for medium well for medium rare, goddammit. I could barely hear that last, but that's fun. I mean, that's probably not a trick you want to pull too often for accessibility reasons, but hey. But don't worry about it. I make 3 times as much money doing what I love than slaving away in a restaurant kitchen. And I make a bunch of my friends. Tracy smiles at Stella, who's enjoying a second hot dog. Give me that fat hot dog. Give me that fat hot dog. I demand a nice juicy hot dog. I mean, I had a nice juicy burger today. Which is close to a hot dog. It's hot dog adjacent. Stella blushes a bit and turns to me. So, Anna, how was your morning? It was fine. I woke up earlier than usual for some reason. But Fang got sick, and that's a bummer. Ah, your lady friend. Haven't seen her in a while. Send her my best wishes. I hope she gets well soon. I think what I need in terms of writing is like a stupid-ass, goofy idea. Is a comedy routine. Just something good for a lark. Good for a chapter of some good heart laughs. I don't care if it's in Snoot or Wani or even Goodbye Volcano High. It's kind of weird, right? crisis that is Central Europe. It's Middle Earth. Oh yeah, your lady friend. Haven't seen her in a while. Send her my best wishes. Hope she gets well soon. Is it anything serious? She told me it's all fine. She just won't be at school today. My words may settle a pause for a moment. Oh, you know, it's probably the moon's influence. And she just said something weird. Come again? It's the moon influencing you both. Today's a special day after all. I think I missed the memo. I swear I just saw the twinkle in Stella's eye. It's the Pergisizi! A supermoon! Now she's speaking neither the English language nor the Weeaboo language. Goodbye, Ratman. I think you watch too many cartoons, Stella. Maybe lay off that stuff for a bit. As I sighed, she got somewhat indignant. No, it's a real thing. It's a very rare occurrence when a full moon coincides with the perigee, which is the moment that the moon comes closest to the Earth. I'll pretend I got all of that. It can have all sorts of strange effects on people, you know. You're saying that's why I got up early, too? You have any strange dreams last night? I had a weird dream, but I can't remember it. Well, that's a shame. You know, wonderful things can be defined from dreams, especially strange ones. But don't worry, it'll all be fine tomorrow. Oh, you two remind me of my own school days. We're all obsessed with astrology and mysticism back then. The kids still play with Ouija boards. Those are fun. I have two! Why am I not surprised? What do you need two for? How can you even use two at once? Are you dual-wielding them? Just holding onto two planchettes? We kept talking for a few minutes. Eventually, as Stella ordered her third hot dog, I decided to head for school before she could follow me. That girl sure is something.